PMacMovies back. It is the weekend once more, and actually PMac was not going to be doing a PMacMovies haul video this weekend. However, you guys got lucky, because I received a package from Hamilton Book, which actually gave me some items to show off this weekend. Otherwise, I only had 3 things, and I wasn't going to be making a video for just 3 things. But we got a whole bunch of goodies in here. No loose discs. That's good. So I got some goodies in there. I have some 4Ks, and I can't remember what else I bought. We'll take a look here in a minute. And then I have a few other things that I got recently that I'll be showing off. I'm planning on making a reviews video for some of the things I've been watching lately. Hopefully, if I'm motivated, I will make that tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Do check out the description section below for ways that you can help out PMacMovies. Check out my Instagram for all the things that I purchase. I usually post those pictures right when I get the items. If I'm on the ball. If I'm on the ball, baby. We're back to winter wonderland here in New York. It's been snowing the last couple days. Nothing that's built up, but it shouldn't be snowing in May. So I'm glad that you guys are joining me. Let's kick back. Let's relax in the nook. I don't have coffee because it's actually the afternoon. I usually make these videos in the morning, but like I said, I wasn't even really planning on doing a video. And I didn't think my Hamilton Book order was going to make it today. Let's get these off. Let's get down to business. I didn't think I was going to get this ordered today. So, I was checking that my USPS account to see. It just didn't look like it was going to be coming. And then I checked a little bit after 8 or something like that, and it said it was out for delivery. I was like, sweet. I'll have some movies to show off. The PMac fans can be happy once again. This guy's full of himself. Okay. Anyways, let's take a look at the 3 things that I got earlier this week first. This first one I ordered, I think the other movie I got with it was Saturn 3 or Saturn 8. I forget the name of it. I haven't watched that one either, but they were both $15. And then I got a $10 off 25, like a limited coupon. It's only good for a certain amount of time. So I picked out a couple movies I thought were a decent deal and got the $10 off. So they ended up being $10 each. The other one being Capricorn 1 here, starring O.J. Simpson. I always bring up O.J. Simpson because I just find it interesting that the guy was a football player, and then he was an actor. And then they did this whole, the O.J. Simpson, trial and everything, which captivated the whole... I remember being in elementary school, and it just had everybody's attention for, the long... It felt like it was drawn out for years. I don't know. I don't remember how long it really was, and then it was just, this mainstream stuff, it's just... It shows that it's theater. And I know people don't like, if people have never really thought like that before, it's hard, but come on, man. The guy was in a bunch of movies, and then they put that out. I mean, the news and the media and everything, it's to draw you in. It's to get your attention, get your focus, get your emotions going, get your stress levels going. There's more stuff going on than people realize. But anyway, another thing from Amazon, this dropped down to like $31. And I was like, sweet, I'm going to snag that up. And it is the Rockford Files here from Mill Creek. I was really glad to get this one. Read that it's a pretty good show. I have watched the first disc, which I think there was like 6 episodes on it. And it's actually quite good. It's something light. It's kind of light, so I can kind of watch it like at nighttime when I'm just relaxed, and it's not something that I really have to get into and focus on, just kind of some light entertainment. I do like that each season comes in its own case here. What is it doing outside? Holy cow, I think the wind just whipped up. Snowing again. Yuck. This is horrible weather for May. Anywho, the slip box is not good. It actually got beat up right there. It's actually, You can see that there. But it's a flimsy slip box. But the thing is, they all got their own case. And then the other issue was that season 5, actually, it's 4 discs, and it came in a case where it only holds 2 discs. And so I had to switch it over to another case where it would hold 2 discs on each side, you know, a stacked discs one. Because I just had 2 floaters from this. There's 4 discs, 2 single hubs, and the other 2 discs were just floating around in there. But thankfully I had, Bill actually sent me a movie, I think Truth or Dare, that had just 2 discs, but it had 2 hubs that could hold 2 discs each, so I just swapped them. So that worked out. Bill is the man once again. So glad to get this, and I am enjoying the show so far. The only issue, I think that the picture quality on that Rockford Files set is actually solid. It's good, but there's no subtitles, which I don't like, because sometimes, Charmaine will be doing something in there, talking, and, talking to her family or whatnot. Holy crap, the wind is going crazy out there. Jeez. Holy cow. We got some extreme weather here on PMacMovies. But, it helps to have subtitles, so I don't really have to hear the dialogue. I can just read it. But, unfortunately, Mill Creek on some of these sets where they put them out at great prices, but they don't have subtitles, which kind of sucks. Like the Quantum Leap, and I think the Knight Rider probably doesn't have subtitles either. Miami Vice, I don't believe has subtitles. Real good sets as far as real affordable. This was 6 seasons, and they're all this is over 6,000 minutes, 103 hours and 28 minutes worth of television program right here for only $31. It usually hovers around $50, so to get it for that price was good. And then I got a pre-order here from the Target Buy 2 Get 1. I got this Humans show here, which is 3 seasons. Now, this is only 8 episodes a season, so this is 24 total episodes on 6 discs. It ended up being $35 after tax, which, for a new release, brand new show, I thought it was a pretty solid deal. This is actually put out by RLJ. It does have a pretty nice Slippy Dippy. Unfortunately, Target ships them and they're not shipping it with much care, so it does get some corners that are a little bit beat. And I think this one might have had this one had a loose disc also, but the disc looked fine. But I did watch the first episode of this just to check it out. It's kind of like a Westworld type of thing. Doesn't seem quite, as deep as Westworld, but it seems pretty good so far, so it will definitely be one that I continue watching. And now we are moving on to Hamilton Book. Always nice to support Hamilton Book, being a small company, and they do have... Now, again, you have to be careful. They did have a recent update on Monday. They do their updates around 8 p.m. every, I don't know if it's the first Monday of the month or first or second Monday. This month it was the first. So around about every 4 weeks or so, they do an update. Every other month they do price reductions along with new items. They do the new items every week. There's a few that I missed out before that came back for the 4Ks, and I was kind of not really beating myself up, but I was like, I probably should have just gotten those. They're probably not gonna be a whole lot cheaper. And I got them. The thing is with Hamilton Book, pretty much anything you buy from there could end up being a Dollar Tree item. Not always the case, but more of their bargain stuff. I've been burned a fair amount of times where it's, $5 or $6. Maybe more, some stuff is $10 on there that's been at Dollar Tree, but hopefully PMac didn't get burned this time. But you never know. You take your chances. It's good to, support a small company too. They're, definitely a smaller company than Dollar Tree. But let's open this baby up and see what all PMac got. What I do is, this is what I do with a lot of things. I'll put a bunch of things that look interesting to me in my cart. I go through, I do a research on each one and decide if I want to buy it at that price that it is. So let's open this baby up and see what old PMac hoarded on here from Hamilton Book. First, we have a Code Red one. This was a new edition from Code Red. I believe this was only $8. And it is Assault on Paradise here. This was one that I was kind of iffy on. I wasn't totally sure it was one that I wanted to get. I looked into it, and I did decide that for that price, it was going to be a snag. This is a brand new 2K scan of an HD master put out. What year was this put out by Code Red? The movie's from 1977, according to this. No copyright for the actual Blu-ray, but I'll read the back. A Native American travels around a resort town murdering cops and rich people with a high-powered crossbow while demanding that the town's richest residents pay him money to stop the killings. The richest man in town hires a mercenary and a tracker to stop this madman, while a reporter gets close to the story. Also starring John Ireland and directed by Richard Compton. Now watch this action classic in widescreen for the first time from a brand new HD master. Also included is the rare expanded TV version with Oliver Reed narration. So there's the front, there's the back. I believe this was $8. I don't want to get out my receipt yet because I don't want to I don't want to blow my not remembering everything that I got. It's kind of fun to go back and see what I got. Then we have one. I believe I got the twilight time of this and maybe sold it. It is a, we'll just say a medical propaganda film. Let's put it that way. I don't want to use certain keywords, but it is Philadelphia here, starring Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. Directed by Jonathan Demme. Also starring Mary Steenburgen and Antonio Banderas. You know, this was just a good deal, really. I mean, it's not... it might be a movie that I rewatch. Pretty much anything Tom Hanks is in is going to be filled with propaganda and stuff like that. But, you know, I do like Denzel. You know, Tom Hanks is a good actor, and I do like Denzel too. But you know, that's just the way it is. 25th anniversary edition, 4K Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray plus digital. So this was a good deal though for $8. And then this is one that's out of print, and it goes for like, I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks. This is a Scorpion one, not Code Red. Directed by Joe Dante and Alan Arkush. It is Hollywood Boulevard. So this looked like it was like pretty out of print. It's not one of the ones that's like just barely out of print or kind of like going out of print. Like this is something that is pretty out of print, and it looked like it was going for 60 or 70 bucks on eBay. It has since sold out. Sometimes Hamilton Book has ones where if you don't get it that first few hours, you're not getting a copy. So I'm glad to get a copy of this out of print one. And don't know a ton about the movie. It sounded like decent. I'll read the back. Welcome to Miracle Pictures, where if it's a good film, it's a miracle. This hilarious tribute to the unsung heroes of low-budget filmmaking is a tale of one would-be actress seeking to make it in Hollywood. A young ditzy blonde arrives in Tinseltown to make it as an actress one way or another. After several mishaps, a shady agent finds her a job with a sleazy B-movie crew plagued by strange, deadly accidents. In this town, making it big can be murder. Now restored in HD, see this cult classic from the makers of Rock and Roll High School and Piranha from the original camera negatives. I do tend to get the Joe Dante movies if they're reasonable. The next one. Do I have a missing movie? I feel like there should be more in here. Oh, there's some more. Okay. This is Don't Answer the Phone. This is a Scorpion releasing one. This one is also out of print, but it was also released by another company, which I forget. It has like a better transfer and stuff like that, but this one was quite affordable. This is one that I kind of thought about getting before at the $6 price point when they had it, and then they sold out eventually, and they must have got more back. I'll read the back of this one also. A Vietnam veteran photographer terrorizes Los Angeles by going around strangling young women in their homes while taunting psychologists by calling her radio call-in. show under the alias of Ramon to describe his misogynistic ways. Meanwhile, 2 police detectives are close behind the psycho, hoping he'll slip up and make a mistake. Now see it in widescreen from a brand new HD master. From Scorpion Releasing. Don't answer the phone. Seemed like a pretty good deal at $6. I didn't necessarily need the, the remastered version, the better version. This is a movie that had a pretty early Blu-ray. Pretty early Blu-ray. I don't think that the quality of the Blu-ray was great. And at $8, I decided I would upgrade it, although it's not like one of my favorite movies or anything per se. I did watch it years back when I got the Blu-ray. It is directed by Sam Raimi and has an all-star cast. It is the quick and the dead here. What do we got here? We got Leo DiCaprio, we got Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Lance Henriksen, Gary Sinise. Is that what's-her-face? Sharon Stone? Yeah, Sharon Stone. So, not one that I'm dying to rewatch or anything, but I figure that the quality of the 4K is probably quite a bit better than the Blu-ray. Up next, this is one that I actually was not on my radar at all, and I saw somebody else on Blu-ray.com said that they got it. I looked into the movies, and I was like, this is a pretty good deal for $6. It's not a ton more on Amazon. I think it was around 10 on Amazon, but still, I decided to go ahead and get it. It is this 2-pack of Echo Bridge movies. Below, which is the one that's supposed to be quite a good movie, Below. This was actually written by Lucas Sussman, Darren Aronofsky, and David Twohy. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Twohy. I think, did he do the Chronicles of Riddick movies? He also directed this one. Yeah, unfortunately, it's an Echo Bridge, but for that movie, it sounded good. And then you get Darkness also, which I don't believe I have on Blu-ray or DVD, which has Anna Paquin in it from like the X-Men movies and True Blood. So I thought this was a pretty decent deal for the six bones. I don't think it's anything that's like out of print or anything. And it sounded like Below had quite a few fans and stuff, and it sounded like this Blu-ray of it is like decent enough, even though it's Mill Creek. But it might be one that gets like a decent release from one of these horror companies, like an Arrow Video or Scream Factory or something like that. But I snagged that one. Then we have a childhood favorite, which this is one of the ones that I passed on. And part of the reason I passed on it last time was because it doesn't have the extended edition in 4K, but I decided I would go ahead and get it because it did come back in stock. It is Mel Gibson in the classic, The Patriot. I wonder if the Blu-ray in this one is the extended edition one, because I have the extended edition Blu-ray. I think there might have been like a Blu-ray before that too, like a non-extended, like, the original Blu-ray of it. Let's take a look here. So this is what we have. We have the 4K and the Blu-ray. So I'm not sure if this one has the extended edition on it or not. I guess I'm going to have to pop it in and see if this one has the extended edition. If it doesn't, I'll just have to replace this Blu-ray with my extended edition Blu-ray. But I'm not sure like if the extended edition of this is even like better. It may be one of those ones where it kind of... Oh, it says unrated cut of the film for the Blu-ray. So I think this does have like the unrated cut, so that would be considered the extended edition. So this should be the definitive The Patriot until they release the unrated one on 4K, which I'm kind of thinking probably won't happen. But glad to get The Patriot on 4K. It is, while I'm sure it's not like really what happened back then. It's just Hollywood stuff. It's still a fun movie. Heath Ledger and Mel Gibson. This is one of the new ones that they had up there that just looked good, and this might end up being one that ends up at Dollar Tree. It's a Cinedime one, so don't be surprised if you can get this for $1 soon. But PMac plunked down the dough for Bloodfest. I saw a fair amount of other people were getting this too, and it was one that I put in my cart to look into because I had never heard of it. But it sounds like a pretty good movie. I'll read the back. Fans flock to a festival celebrating the most iconic horror movies, only to discover that the charismatic showman behind the event has a diabolical agenda. As festival attendees start dying off, 3 teenagers more schooled in horror film cliches than practical knowledge about neutralizing psycho killers must band together and battle through various madmen and monstrosities to survive. Sounds pretty good. I think this might have had like an actor that I was familiar with too. I don't know. It looks like this copy got kind of beat up, so I don't know if that's just the plastic or if it actually goes into the, you know, if it's just like the plastic that you peel off, or if it goes into the actual item. Let's see here. The front looks decent enough. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good for the most part. It's probably seen better days, but no loose discs or anything. So Cinedigm put this out. I think Cinedigm's actually the same company that has Shout Factory, Scream Factory. I think that's Cinedigm. And lastly, this thing feels strange, like it got kind of smushied, but I don't see any issues with it. This is another Code Red one. I do like prison movies. This is a female prison movie called Concrete Jungle. I read mostly bad things about this, quite honestly, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it for that price very long. I believe it was $10. You know, it's basically looks like kind of a grindhouse type of female prison movie from like the early 80s apparently here. So I like prison movies. I decided I'd snag it up. Let's see if I can open up this sucker. Do I have a... You know, sometimes you can just kind of break it open on the side there. Sometimes you can peel it on the side. PMac, you've bought about 10,000 movies and you still don't know how to open them. You silly goose. Alright, there we go. This silly goose has opened the Blu-ray. It doesn't look like it's damaged or anything, but it feels like it was kind of like smushed. Smushied. Anyway, we got some ladies in undies. No nudity, though. I think we can show that. There's no nudity, right? So for $10, I went ahead and snagged that one up. Like the clear case. There's the back there. Do we got special features? Brand new 2016 2K scan. Some interviews. So a few special features. I guess that is everything. Let's see if I was accurate on my prices. Hollywood Boulevard was $9.95. All the 4Ks were $7.95. And Bloodfest was $3.95. And I was accurate on all the other ones. I was accurate. So I'll show you all those ones. And I do want to say thanks for making it to the end of this video. I'm going to give you some tips, some tricks for making it to the end. There are some deals out there right now that I've snagged up. There is a Shout Scream Factory sale for some Shout and Scream Factory movies that are going out of print. If you go on the Blu-ray.com forums in the bargain section, you can find out details on that. That is where I kind of keep tabs on the deals, is the Blu-ray.com bargains forum. So that some of those have sold out, but there are some beer me's on there. There's also a $10 off code. Free shipping, I think, is $50. Another one, Kino has some ones that are going out of print. So, you know, these are things that pretty soon they may be things that are quite a bit more expensive than they're selling for. Prices range from $5 to like $12. I placed a couple orders there. $50 gets you free shipping. So there are some good ones. There are some bargains and stuff. So things to check out. There are deals. Hamilton book, like I said. You just gotta look into it. You gotta check Amazon's prices. You know, you always gotta compare. Look at Amazon, look at Walmart, look at Target, Best Buy. See who has the best prices. Because like the Scream Factory one, there's ones that are about the same price on Amazon, and then there's ones that are a lot cheaper than anywhere else you can find. And they will be going out of print soon. Now the thing is, with things going out of print, you never know if another company is going to pick them up. You know, Mill Creek, Arrow Video, you don't really know. But it could be the last Blu-ray release that some of these get. You don't really know. So check those out. Let me know what you snagged up from any of those sales recently. Did you snag up anything from Hamilton Book? Your comments keep me going, keep PMacMovies going, keeps me feeling appreciated and loved. No, but seriously. So thumbs up, comment. If you like seeing these PMacMovies, it keeps old PMac motivated. Check the description section for other ways that you can help out PMacMovies, and we will see you next time on PMacMovies, baby! PMacMovies.